Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the corner and welcome to your latest Chelsea news. I don't know how many of you guys have seen the interview post-match yesterday against Legia Warsaw where we lost the game. Even with a pretty strong lineup, we've lost the game against Legia Warsaw. I don't know how many of you guys have seen the interview post-match of Reece James, which honestly for me, it tells me everything that is happening at the football club. This player in this interview that I'm going to play for you is the epitome of everything that is wrong with the football club. And the player, it seems like he's fed up and he's finally had the opportunity to say a few things. He can't fully express himself because obviously he's going to get himself into mad trouble, but you can tell he's doing his level best to keep himself calm and collected, but at the same time it's like he wants to unleash and say everything that is in his mind, in his heart, and just say it how it is. This player in this interview has showcased to me that he does not believe in anything that is happening at Chelsea Football Club. He does not believe in the club. He does not believe in the hierarchy. He does not believe in any of the decisions and where the club is going. Full stop. Regardless of what you think about this player and his injury history and whatnot, take that aside for the time being because don't have that against him in this interview. He is absolutely fed up. He is absolutely fed up. And this is not just some sort of a reactionary situation where he's lost a match against Legia Warsaw in the Conference League, which is embarrassing as it is at Stamford Bridge. This isn't a overreaction from the player. This is a player that is simply not happy about anything at this football club. That's how I feel. And to all the positive fans out there that are always complaining against fans that want to say the truth, let me know how you feel about what Reece James has just said in this interview. Let me know because I'm keen to hear from you guys who always attack other fans what you have to say about this interview where Reece James's demeanor and his absolute disdain and distastefulness of this club is clear to see. It's clear to see. Let's have a go. Let's check this out from the top.
Reece, you go through to the semi-finals, but defeat on the night in a game you were expected to win comfortably. What is the feeling in the dressing room after that?
Probably what you expect, disappointment. As you said, it was a game we should have won, and something we failed to do tonight. But as you mentioned, we qualified. We advanced in the competition to the semi-final, but no, it was a poor performance from the team today.
What did you put it down to?
Well, it's hard to put it down to one thing. I think we had a 3-0 lead. Maybe that played, a part in taking our foot off the gas. But we have no excuses.
Yeah, you reiterated how important it was to stay focused right from the word go. How different were Legia tonight?
No, I think the game was always going to be different. There's a second leg away from home. They have nothing to lose. And they showed that tonight. They made it tough for us and, we didn't step up.
We've heard the manager saying he's seen proof of progress in this team and what you're doing. What are you seeing in games? What are you seeing in training that gives you the belief that Chelsea can achieve their goals this season?
No, for sure. We are making progress. Today, that was for sure not progress. If anything, a step back. And yeah, maybe we, disrespected the competition today. But this is football for you, and if you don't prepare right, you'll pay.
How do you make sure that this doesn't upset the mindset going forward then?
No, of course it's going to have an effect on, the mindset going forward. It's going to be in the back of people's heads that, we lost when we shouldn't have lost. But we need to, put it behind us. We have another game on Sunday that is a must-win game. So we can't dwell on this too long. We need to regroup, stay strong, and keep pushing for our goals.
We heard a few boos again at the final whistle there. What would your message be to the fans?
I understand the frustration, to be honest. I understand fans come to games to see excitement, to see goals. Today we were frustrating to watch. I know we remain focused, and we still stick together, and look forward to achieving what we want together.
I appreciate your thoughts. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, does this look like a player that is just upset with that game? You tell me. You tell me. There are so many points to delve into in this interview. I don't even know where to begin and where to end. This player, honest conversation in the comment section. Let me know. Does this player look like he was only referring to that loss against Legia Warsaw? He looks so disgusted. He looks so absolutely, disillusioned about the whole situation at Chelsea Football Club. It's not even funny. It's written all over his face. Look at his facial expressions on everything that he was talking about. You're telling me that this club is going the right way? You're telling me everything is moving in the right direction? You're having a laugh. Club captain. And he's just, it's almost like he doesn't even want to talk about Chelsea Football Club. He's seen where this club once used to be and to where it is now. Look at all the points that he's harped on about. Maybe we disrespected this competition. Why? Why is the group disrespecting this competition? Some of these players that we have in the squad, this is probably their level. Maybe they didn't prepare right. Why haven't they prepared right? What's Maresca doing with this group? Where's the mentality at? He talks about how he understands why the fans are booing. He understands that the football is not it's not enjoyable. If you guys remember, Cole Palmer a few days ago, enjoyment. So many people in All You Can Eat Chelsea latest episode, if you have missed out on that, check that out. So many people commented, "Oh, Miz, the conspiracy theorist." Really? You play dumb. Don't worry. You play naive. You play dumb. You do you. And if you want to be so, naive and so oblivious to what is going on around you, then that's on you. You want to be stupid. Now here comes Reece James and saying, yeah, the football's not enjoyable. We didn't play good football. I fully appreciate that the fans are booing. He talks about progress. He goes, what progress? This is a step backwards. This is a step backwards. Literally just smashing it back to the journalist saying, yeah, sure, yeah, there's progress, but today not progress. Today, massive step backwards. We as a fan, we should sit here and just appreciate. We as a fan should not say anything. 3 years under this ownership, and look at the demeanor and the absolute disdain from our club captain, Reece James. This post-match interview, that's all you need to know, mate. Honestly, that's all you need to know about this football club. No matter what they do in the summer, I'm not going to believe this mob ever again. They would have to do something drastic. They would have to do something drastic. All of these kids, all of these nonsense purchases, we keep finding ourselves in the same hole every transfer window. We buy players, the very next transfer window, we need to get rid of players. All of this stuff comes from top down. Owners, quite okay with the policy that they've set up, youth policy, young players, low transfer fees, low wages, young manager, developing manager, sporting directors that are not capable at the highest level either. Everything, front of shirt sponsorship, no new stadium, asset stripping the club. Everything is wrong, and you can just simply see it on Reece James's face. You can see it. Now, you let me know. You let me know what you think about it. For me, this was all you needed to know, mate. Honestly, this was all you needed to know. I don't need any more confirmation from anyone else. I don't need anything from any players to come out and, hype up the situation, how they enjoyed this manager. Look, it's not even about the manager. To be honest, Enzo Maresca should not have been Chelsea manager to start off with, but it's not even about him. It's about the entire organization that is just rotten to the core. We're never going to come back to the top. We are never going to come back to the top. And Reece James has literally put the nail on the coffin. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Just in regards to Enzo Maresca as well. As much as I look, for the people, newsflash, and there's so many positive fans out there slowly converting as well. Yeah, kudos to you guys for, finally seeing the light. 6 months too late. But once again, changing Enzo Maresca is not going to solve anything, because I'll tell you what, we're not going to get an elite manager, number one. And number two, these mob that we have, the owners and the directors, they're not here to create an elite environment. They're not here to create an elite team. They're here to just, I don't know, their philosophy of development. Get all of these players, give them the opportunity, get these managers, give them the opportunity, and let them all develop together. This philosophy that they have is just, it's flawed, massively flawed. They're not capable of making the right decision. So you can change Enzo Maresca, nothing's going to change. Believe me, it's probably going to get worse and worse. I know keeping him doesn't help either. And I'll tell you what, check this out. And Enzo Maresca needs to humble himself. He's starting to become very arrogant. And I don't know why. He's not really achieved anything in the game. He's not really achieved anything in the game. The only thing substantial that he's got is a title at the championship. And he talks and moves like he's done it all. He's done it all. Enzo Maresca doubles down. I said yesterday, and if I need, I'll say it again. In the last 2 years, Chelsea has been 0 times top 4, top 5. This season, we spent almost all season, top 4, top 5 Champions League spots. Sure, okay, from a factual point of view, yeah, you're right. But why are you comparing to the last 2 years? Chelsea didn't start 2 years ago. Why are you comparing for the last 2 years? Why are you comparing this? First of all, what is this achievement? Oh, yes. Top 4, top 5 the entire season. Kudos. Give him a medal. Give him a trophy. And secondly, why 2 years? Why are you comparing yourself on the last 2 years, which has probably been the worst 2 years in our Chelsea history? Why are you not looking at Chelsea previously, under the previous owner? Why are you not talking about how we've won so many trophies, the caliber of players that we used to have, the caliber of managers we used to have, the standards we used to? Why are you not comparing against that? You think you're doing something ridiculous. You think you're doing something mind-blowing. You set the world on fire. Is that what you think? Humble yourself, Enzo Maresca. You've done nothing. You think just hanging about 4th and 5th spot. Now we're 6th. It all matters how we finish, by the way. Just because we were there, it's like that Arsenal narrative. Oh, we were on top for 97% of the league campaign, a couple of seasons ago, where Manchester City ended up pipping them. We were on top for 95% or 97% of the season on top. Just give us the league title. We pretty much won it. There's no point in being 4th and 5th for almost the entirety and then finishing 6th, 7th, 8th, whatever. Humble yourself, Enzo Maresca. Go to the press conference. If you don't have anything good to, anything normal to say, don't say anything. Just pass the question by. If you really want to say something, then be humble and just go, look, yeah, it's not good enough. From where Chelsea used to be once upon a time, it's not good enough. Understand where Chelsea were. Talk about the history of this football club, where Chelsea were. And highlight it. Highlight it to the owners. Highlight it to the sporting directors. That this is where Chelsea were and this is where we are now. Who got us to this level? So many managers have been sacked, so you can't really blame managers. Who got us to this level? Whose decisions, whose ideologies have got us to this level? The owners, the sporting directors. They're the ones culpable. Highlight it, point it out. And if you're too scared to highlight that because you're scared that you're going to lose your job, mate, then keep your mouth shut. Be humble. Keep your mouth shut. Don't be coming out here and saying that, oh, you've done something special. And us Chelsea fans need to now clap, standing ovation, bow down. You've done nothing, mate. 4th and 5th is not where we want to be anyway. It's not some, achievement. Yes, okay, it's progress, but it's not that we've made it. There's far bigger challenges that we need to, overcome and get back on top. We need to be, challenging for titles next season, 100%. You talk about how you're top 4, top 5 the entire season. Now you're 6. You don't talk about the fact that you've been shamefully eliminated from the FA Cup by Brighton. You've been shamefully eliminated by Newcastle as well in the Carabao Cup, when you've, fielded a very, very weak team against Newcastle. We're not talking about that. You talk about how you're in Europe, because that was the next part in that conversation. How we've spent most of the times in the Champions League spot, and plus we're in a European semi-final. European semi-final, really, Conference League. Chelsea don't even belong in that competition in terms of budget, in terms of the level of quality. That's competition not for us. That should have been some other different Premier League team. And even then, it's not like we're lighting up that competition. Have some shame, man. As I said, humble yourself, Enzo Maresca. This level of arrogance is not good. It's not good for you. And look, I've said it, man. I've said it many a times, and I'm going to end it this way. There's a whole heap of other news. We can catch about that tomorrow. I'm going to end it this way. Enzo Maresca, ladies and gentlemen, he's in deep trouble. He's in deep trouble. Look, whether he gets sacked or not, I don't know. But the situation right now is his relationship, whatever there wasn't much anyway, between himself, the team, and the fans. It's broken. It's done. And once that is broken, good luck. Good luck. And now we're going to be picking up more L's, more drop points with draws. Don't think we're going to see too many wins. The matter is only going to get worse and worse as the season comes to an end. Enzo Maresca has dug his own grave. He really has. He's dug his own grave, and there's no way back. There's no way back. That's how I feel. Unless he does something miraculous, unless he changes the fortunes of Chelsea Football Club unbelievably. Highly doubt that's going to happen. Highly doubt. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about everything we spoke about, especially Reece James and the truth that has been revealed pretty much by Reece James. Let me know your thoughts. And the arrogance, the utter arrogance of Enzo Maresca. What do you think about all of this? Comment below. Smash up the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, take care. See ya. Bye.